Hello. So, I'm feeling a little feisty today, so I'm gonna go ahead and share, my fighting stories. And now, I don't normally support violence. I normally don't support violence, but in these cases, and the reason why I'm laughing like a psychopath. Anyway, the reason why I'm laughing like a psychopath is because these were fights that I did not think I was gonna win, but I won. Now, I know that I, for the most part, cannot fight. I can't fight unless I get fucking blackout angry. Like the last fight that I got into, I didn't win. That's why I'm not sharing that story. And I am by no means a badass or a baddie or whatever. I just don't put up with bullshit, you know? So, anyway, the first one is going to be way back in high school, okay? So, this bitch, I was bullied my entire life, and my junior year is when I finally had enough, and my junior year is finally when I started being like, you know what? No. Fuck all y'all. I don't deserve that. So I started standing up for myself. And this bitch, I guess she was like the bully at her old school or whatever. She was new, and I didn't like her immediately when I met her because she just had this, like, that permanent stank face, you know? Not even RBF where you just look like this. She had a permanent, like, the stank eye, the stank face, like, yeah. Anyway, but I was trying to be nice when I met her. I was like, ooh, yay, new friend. Now, I am autistic. I'm not, like, full blown. I'm, like, I got my diagnosis as an adult, but my former stories and shit make so much sense now. Anyway, so I can't read social cues. That's one of the things that I can't make. That's why it was so hard for me to differentiate between somebody genuinely complimenting me and somebody being sarcastic to be an asshole, you know? It was hard for me to distinguish the two. It was, school didn't make any sense to me. It's raining, and it came out of nowhere. Sorry. But that also, with these two, like, I get overstimulated very easily. But, and my house is loud. Like, there's, like, 4 different sounds going on, like, 4 different videos playing without headphones all the time, and it's just bothering me, so I always have my headphones on with, like, music or whatever. I have to just tune it all out. But anyways, we're getting way, 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 way off track. Anyway, so, I tried to be nice to this girl when she came in, and my teacher was like, oh, hey, we're gonna call her Nicole. So they were like, this is Nicole, everybody, and she's like, hi, hello. And I was like, hi, I'm Amber, and she responds with, like, she sat down, and I'm just like, hello, I'm Amber Lee. And I was about to say, and if you need any help in this class, this is actually my best subject, so just ask if you need any help. She didn't let me get to that part. She cut me off mid-sentence and said, I don't care. And I'm like, okay. So I just did my thing. I did my schoolwork and whatever. Well, the reason why I fought this girl is because days go by, and there's just, like, it started out with, like, little things, like, she would accidentally bump into me in the hallway going to her classes, and then there was a time when she actually pushed me into a fucking wall to get somewhere, and don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'm sorry, but, like, do not touch me. Like, what the fuck? So, like, I understand if you're in a rush and you see my fat ass right here and you just are like, oh my god, I'm so sorry, and it's a genuine accident. No. This bitch really went and pushed me. That's not why I fought her, though. I did fight her the same day, but that wasn't why. I was willing to just let it go. I was willing to be like, you know what, I'm gonna give her some grace. No, I'm playing. But I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna let it go. You know, whatever. Well, the reason why I fought this bitch is because she overheard me and my bestie talking about this guy that I liked. And we all knew that she didn't like him. She was just one of those girls that if she didn't like somebody, but she knew that another girl liked him, she was gonna act like she liked him and pounce on him, and then just to be like, oh, haha, I got him. And then as soon as she wants him, and as soon as she can have him, she doesn't want him anymore. Like, after he's hers, then she's like, oh, no, sorry. And then she goes and finds the next game, or whatever. But I genuinely liked this boy. I thought he was really funny, he was really smart, and he was kind of an eye catcher. He was eye candy. I never thought I would be one of those girls that would fight over another guy, over another boy. But it wasn't even necessarily that. It was the fact that she waited for me to have my moment, for me to like work up my courage. My bestie was like, you can do this, you are so pretty. Like, she's hyping me up, you know? And so I go over to this boy and I'm like telling him like, hi, I was wondering if you would like to, and she comes around and goes, oh my god, hi, this is so funny, but this is my boyfriend. And he's looking at her like, what? He's looking at her like, I don't even know you. And I'm like, oh, I didn't know what to say at that moment because everybody was there and I didn't want to look like some home-wrecking bitch. So I was like, oh my god, I'm sorry. And then I walked away. And after I was walking away, I heard him go, I don't even know you. It's funny now because this was like years ago and it's so stupid, but I mean, like, when you're a teenage girl, you're like, you know what I mean? But she knew what she was doing, and apparently she's the same, so, hi Nicole, you fucking bitch! Anyway, sorry. Anyway, but then she ended up getting pregnant in junior year. So, obviously I didn't fight her at that time, when she was pregnant. I would never. But, so the next day, after the whole boy incident or whatever, I was just gonna, like, let it go. Like, he didn't stand up for me in that moment, so I knew that he wasn't the one. Like, it was dumb. But I was like, you didn't, like, looking back on it, poor guy just probably didn't know what the fuck to say. But the boy in my dreams would have been like, nah, bitch, I don't know you, I want to hear what she says. Like, that was 16-year-old me mentality. And now I know men ain't shit. I'm playing. But anyway, so, the reason why I fought this bitch was because I found out that she was talking some mad shit. Now, normally, I was, like, used to that. I didn't care. But, because I was so used to it, I was like, okay, Anne, like, hoes will be hoes, that's what they do. But, this, my bestie, came over to me and she was like, hey, are you hearing what Nicole is saying about you? And I'm like, no, why? And she said that the guy she stole from me gave her an ST, and he got it from me. That was the rumor, and bitch, I was the most virginingest virgin to ever virgin, okay? Like, nobody even held my hand at that point. Like, lonely, I am so lonely, that was me. So, that pissed me off. I was like, oh really? She's telling everybody that I'm nasty? Oh, what the fuck? I didn't like that at all. Because what pissed me off was like, what? You already have him. So what do you mean? Like, what? That's stupid. Anyway, part 2.